In 1974, the French Canadian music scene was swelling, and one of the most successful bands to emerge was Harmonium. And from their self titled debut album, the track,
Un musicien parmi tant d'autres.
which translates to a musician among so many others. Already a very crisp acoustic intro with electric bass. I love that contrast between like the brisk, acoustic riffing and the like smooth electric, like tight bass lines.
Main sur une épaule, chacun a bien joué son rôle, le rideau monte et descend, le musicien se serre les dents, il est si bien.
Yeah, I like the taut phrasing of the vocalist too. And let's see, this track is written by Serge Fiori, who would later, record that duo album with the fellow Richard Seguin. Yeah, after three albums with Harmonium. Oh, that's a trademark of this band. Those kind of like drop chords with like an open note where the vocalist would hold on to a sustained note, often like emphasizing a minor or a seventh.
À la porte d'un café, son nom vient de s'effacer. On a trouvé quelqu'un de mieux. Le musicien se faisait vieux comme un enfant.
Oh yeah, I really like the way that his vocals are kind of like forming arches around the chords, like these adding like melodic nuance. Yeah, well, right there, notice how the harmonies came in and kind of added like nuance to that one chord, that sustain chord.
Le rideau sur une corde, le musicien monte et descend.
That the use of E flat in the chorus, and then how it drops to like a D seven minor or something, and that was a really powerful move. And here we're going through variations of G. Like G, G7, G. And then we're doing like kind of like this polychoral descent, G, F, E, but maintaining a G note with. Hear that kind of almost like musical box keyboard. I love there are certain choice notes that are thrown into each of these, like conventional chords, that just add so much like color. And let's catch up on the lyrics. A hand on one shoulder, everyone has played their part. The curtain goes up and down, the musician grits his teeth. It's so good for once, at the door of a cafe. His name has just faded, we found someone better. The musician was old. So this is about a faded musician. Okay, that must have been the harmonium that we were hearing in the background there. Yeah, and this the cover of this album has this like multi it depicts a multi instrumentalist of oh like the Middle Ages.
Une nuit pour oublier des problèmes qu'on veut saouler, une bouteille, monter, descendre, le musicien se serre les dents, il est si loin.
No, E flat, yeah.
Une autre
Yeah, D7. It sounds like D7 with an open
fois, à la porte d'un café,
D7 with an open 2.
les noms ne font que changer, il a enfin compris pourquoi le sien ne sera plus là comme un enfant. On ne vit qu'une fois.
Yeah. D.
Au fond d'une bouteille, le musicien a fait son temps.
No.
Où est allé tout ce monde qui avait quelque chose à raconter?
Probably like a high D-shaped G chord.
On a mis quelqu'un au monde, on devrait peut-être l'écouter.
A high D-shaped G triad, like on that landing.
Où est allé tout ce monde qui avait quelque chose à raconter?
Let's catch up with more of the lyrics here. Let's see. The musician goes up and down, a night to forget. There are problems. We want to drink. A bottle goes up and down. The musician grits his teeth. He's so far away, another time. At the door of a cafe, the names only change. He finally understood why. His will not be there anymore. Yeah, faded people. I guess the audience who come, what remains of people in the crowd at his latter-day shows in smaller venues and such aren't even really there to pay attention to him so much anymore as they are to drink. Like a child, we only live once. Like the bottom of a bottle, the musician has had his day. Where did everyone go? Who had something to tell? We put someone in the world, maybe we should listen to him. That's a choice line at the end. It's like even though he's old, even though he's no longer like young and really, at the center of the pop cultural zeitgeist like he had been maybe 20 years beforehand, it doesn't mean he doesn't still have things to say. It doesn't mean that there aren't words of wisdom in his newer lyrics, or new-found abilities within his newer way of composition, his more recent compositions that aren't worth, that he wasn't just, locked in this time that audiences kind of like to hold him to. Yeah.
On a mis quelqu'un au monde, on devrait peut-être l'écouter. Où est allé tout ce monde qui avait quelque chose à raconter?
I imagine that some of the real choice lyrics are being used in this section because right now the emphasis primarily does seem to be on the lyrics and on the singing.
On a mis quelqu'un au monde, on devrait peut-être l'écouter.
Yeah, because we've gone into a much less melodic, more there's less emphasis like on vocal arches and stuff like that because and chord sequences because they're trying to deliver a message here.
Où est allé
I'm hearing some echoey sounds here that I like. Yeah, I think I'm hearing like some faint piano keys kind of echoing behind the acoustic. Unfortunately, the credits that I keep running into on these Discogs pages are very skimpy, but it says drums, Réjean Émond, and who had appeared on the Lynphony, one of those albums, yeah, before this. Yeah, Lynphony, kind of like a French-Canadian avant-garde jazz rock act, somewhat influenced by the Soft Machine. I have to say, as a non-French Canadian listener, I'm kind of wishing they would get back to the more musical section of this now. Yeah, this is just becoming kind of a sing-along. And now we've just got some. I think we're gonna have a recapitulation of the song proper, but I'm going to assume that bass on the album is played by Louise Valois, because Discogs credits him on the two subsequent. Oh yeah, okay, they finally, yeah. I gotta say, I really like that bass sound too. It was really like tight, really. The notes were kind of staccato yet smooth at the same time, and the way they play that, the way they sounded amid that really sumptuous, brisk acoustic strumming. And now the harmonium again, just playing ever so lightly amid some harmonic notes. Did you hear those? Dun, dun. Oh, beautiful sequence right there with some open chords. It sounds like maybe like a chord, but with like one open string left in for harmonic variation. Like there. Kind of a somewhat chromatic sequence. Those chord sequences where there's like maybe like one constant note running through each of the shifts. Yeah, that landing chord there, beautiful. Okay, I guess we're not really going to have a return to the song proper. Na, 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 dun, dun, na. I guess G6. Yeah, it was going between like G, A, B, but with altered like an open notes in them. Okay, that was French-Canadian band Harmonium with the track,
Un musicien parmi tant d'autres.
yeah, a musician among so many others, from their 1974 debut album, their first of three studio efforts. And between 1974 and 1976, and their folksiest of them all, this being the kind of epic concluding track on the album. And let's just say I really like, musically, I really liked the first half. Clocking at just over 7 minutes. I liked the first half musically, the chord sequences and how and the nuances between vocal melodies and instrumentation, and the contrast between like brisk, tight notes during the verses and chordal sustains and held notes in the chorus, and the landing, the key centers that they landed on and such, and I really liked the message to the song, about that aging musicians still have some, and faded stars still have something to say oftentimes, and it's sad to just dismiss them and to lose interest, and I was somewhat kind of lukewarm as the track kind of lost some of its melodic content and just became kind of a sing-along towards the mid to latter portion. The final section somewhat kind of brought things back, though, somewhat. Overall, maybe a track I would trim by a few minutes. But that I'm just speaking though as a non-French speaker, someone who couldn't quite appreciate what he was saying during that more sing-songy section in real time. And I'm just speaking from a pure musical standpoint of someone who nonetheless was quite glad to have a translation that made sense. Sometimes these translations, I'm thinking, I can't quite, but I was able to get quite a bit of meaning out of this. Yeah, Harmonium, yeah, great track from their first album. One of, a fine track anyway, from a band who would explore more symphonic territory, kind of folksy symphonic territory on their second, and their very ambitious third double album, yeah, over the next 2-year period. For more Rubies and Sapphires from the catalog of Harmonium, see the directory of albums by French-Canadian artists linked in the description below. It's the directory of albums from Quebec. Yes, I did 2 separate directories, one for Anglo-Canadian, English-speaking Canada, and the other for French-speaking Canada, because the French-speaking Canadian music scene was kind of almost like a world into its own during the 1970s. A lot of similarities, say, to the French music scene, or somewhat to the Belgian music scene. Yeah. Like and subscribe and follow me on social media, and leave a comment if there are any observations you have about this track, the instrumentation, the layers, the melodies, the harmonic nuances, and most importantly, the lyrics. How did they resonate with you? And if you understood them as they were being sung, and have a few more observations you would like to add, yes, leave them there in the comments. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most ear-traveled trimaximalist, signing off.